Can you hear me now? Hello. I forgot yesterday I disconnected my microphone. My bad. Hello. Welcome. Hello, Seattle Star. Welcome. Hello, César. ¿Cómo estás? Bienvenido. Welcome. Hello, everyone. How are we doing today? Are we fine? Something really sad happened today. I was about to share the bad and sad news with you. We are not Minecrafting today, and that's very sad. That's very sad. But I mean, I was very excited, but I think something happened with the server, and I'm fixing it right now, so it's probably not gonna be up today. And I honestly don't know what to do. Like, Minecraft was all my plan. Like, I don't have a plan B. I don't have a backup plan. What are we supposed to do now? So I guess we're just gonna chat, because it feels also, it's been such a long time since we chat. Although it hasn't been a long time. It has only been a week. But it already feels like a long time. So hey, how are you doing? You don't know what happened. It feels like today has been a cursed day, guys. I lost most of my league matches. Let's start with that, okay? You know, out of 6 matches that I played today, I think I lost 4 or 3. I don't know. And that's a lot. And then guys, you know what happened? I received a PL penalty. And you know what it was? My bathroom sink, it fell. I was playing, right, and suddenly we heard, because, you know, I hear with Mama Tilda, and we heard like a bomb, you know, like a big sound, and I didn't pay attention, because one thing about this apartment is that for some reason I actually can hear the neighbors. I can hear what they're doing, which is actually very concerning, because if I can hear them, that means they can hear me, right? But we're not gonna talk about it. Anyways, so I thought the noise was coming from a neighbor's house, and I didn't really pay attention to it, because I was like, oh, the neighbors are doing something, because also they're very weird, guys. They build like out of nowhere. It's Sunday, 3 a.m. on a Sunday. I hear pack on the neighbors' houses. So I'm just like, you know, I don't mind. I just take care of my own business. I will not make questions. I will not complain. So they are weird. Anyways, there was this big ass sound, and I didn't pay attention to it. But my mom got scared. My mom knocked at my door, and she was like, "Hey, so can you come see this?" And I sense the fear on her voice, because she never, first of all, she never knocked at my door. You know, I don't know if you know Latina moms, guys, and Latina moms, they never knock at your door. They will never knock at your door. Privacy is not a concept that is like, privacy doesn't exist in Latin America, especially with your moms. So the first thing she did was knocking at my door, so I was like, okay, what's going on? What's going on here? Like, something smelly. And she was like, can you come see this? Can you come see this? Take a look at this. And I went away to check what she was doing, and the sink of the bathroom was on the floor. And you know, the funniest thing is that, I don't know, okay, I'm gonna draw this. Wait. I don't know how to explain this to you with words. I need to visually show you what's going on. Let me wait, be right back. I'm gonna prepare this. Wait. Wait, I need to show you. What's going on with the sink, because there's no way that happened to me twice, right? There's no way that happens to me twice. Okay, wait, where's the thingy? Where's my OBS? Okay, I'm a professional streamer, guys. Okay. Okay, let me show you. Let me show you. Let me show you. This is... I gotta put myself here. So guys, this is the sink, right? So you have what's going on? Okay, so you have a sink here, and you have like a plate. I don't know how to call it. Like, it's like a plate, right? It's like a plate, and then you can wash your hands, and it has like the thing where the water comes out. I don't know how it's called. I don't know how it's called, but this is the sink, right? And you have like a mirror here, and you can watch yourself here, and blah 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 blah. And inside, like down the sink part, you have like doors. Okay, they're like I don't know how to call it, like doors, and they can open. So this thing, imagine like this thing fell. So all that guys, I don't know how to explain it, okay, but everything is glued to the wall. Everything is glued to the wall. So this thing was glued to the wall, so it didn't fall. But this thing, this thing with the things inside, this area, this zone, it was like this. It was like this, fell down on the floor. And when we opened the doors, of this part of this big box, when we open the door, you know that there's the pipes, right? The pipes that connect the water. So because this break down, the pipes were like, instead of being straight, they became homosexual, guys. They became like this. They became like this. They were like this. And over here, it was squirting. It was squirting water. And we have stuff here, like, I don't know, like toilet paper and like cleaning stuff, right? Cleaning stuff, and there was like, and this thing was squirting, and my mom got so scared. And you know, guys, I think this apartment is falling down to pieces, because the other time, remember I told you that my wall literally got pregnant? The wall of the bathroom got pregnant. So imagine, you come to the bathroom, this is your toilet, okay? This is the, and here's like the thing that I told you about, that it fell down with the sink and like everything here. This is the sink, and this is the toilet, and this is like the shower side, right? And you have like another pipe with the curtains, right? So in this part, and it's like there's like a little thingy here that protects the water from the bathing zone to come out to the other area, whatever. The wall that is supposed to be here, like this, it was like this, okay? And all of this was full of water, and we didn't know that. So I remember another day, like months ago, we also heard a strange noise coming from the bathroom. And I think that's why my mom was so scared and traumatized, because when she heard the noise, maybe she thought the wall was pregnant again. But no, this time, you know, the sink fell down. First the wall got pregnant, then the sink come down. And you know what happened the other day also? Guys, this apartment is falling to pieces. So you also know that I live with my cousin. My cousin is my roommate, and in the laundry area, where is the like the laundry machine, and you know, the laundry machine with the laundry thingies that you use to like do laundry. There's another sink, right? There's another sink here, and this sink is like it's like, here's the pipes and everything is like, it's like here, like, and there's another sink in here that squirts water. It was 4 in the morning.
Welcome, bitch!
And I heard my cousin screaming my name. And you know, that's very weird. Wait, Amani, welcome. Hello, welcome. Hello, Pride. Pride, how you doing? Welcome. How's your day going? Long time no talk. Hello, welcome. Brief Minecraft. Guys, Minecraft server is down. I don't know when it's coming up again, but I hope soon. Anyways, I don't want to put pressure on the people that made the server, because I know they worked really hard, and I thought they're also working really hard to fix it. So we have to be patient. You just have to be patient with them. And honestly, I had no plan besides Minecraft. As I said at the beginning, I have no plan B. Thank you so much for the follow. Hoshikawa Amani. Guys, for those who don't know, Amani is a VTuber. He has an amazing vocals. He like mixes and do like music stuff. And it's very cool. And he promised to teach me how to do screamos and gutturals and like, but he didn't, so shit on him. And you should check him out. Anyways, yeah, the sink. It was 4 a.m. in the morning. And I heard that my cousin was streaming, right? And I didn't also pay attention to it because he tends to scream whenever he sees his football matches. I told you guys, he's like, Messi, right? So anytime there's a football match, a soccer match, he just screams. So I stopped paying attention to him. And he started screaming, right? And I was like, oh my god, he's so loud. It's 4 in the morning, shut up, right? But then he screamed my name. Like, Delta! And I was like, what? What's going on? What's happening? Why is he screaming my name? Because, you know, like, what's going on? So I come out and I was like, yo, what's going on? What's up? What do you need from me? It's fucking 4 a.m., you know? I wasn't sleeping, but I show some respect. And the thing is that this thing, on the sink, the thing that controls the water thingy, it broke. So the water was coming out of here. The water was coming out of here. And you know what this stupid ass bitch did? Okay, so you know, you have the tube, and this is something that will save your lives. Whenever you have the pipe broken like this, and you know all the water is coming out, you grab a plastic bag. What you do is grabbing a plastic bag and you put it inside. And then, okay, let me show you how. Okay, so you have the open pipe here, and all the water is coming out, right? What you do is put a plastic bag inside. So this is the plastic bag, and this is the inside of the pipe, right? This is the inside. So you put the plastic bag all the way here, and you just put it inside until it's fully filled, and then you put the plastic bag like this. So it's gonna look some. Okay, it could be better, but you understand the idea, right? So the water is gonna come inside the plastic bag, and it's gonna be there until you manage to close the water thingy. Okay, the general water that all the houses have a general water thingy. If you turn it out, then your whole house will be out of water. Do you know what this smart ass bitch did? He literally, okay, it was very funny. Because he was screaming my name, right? He was screaming my name. This smart ass bitch motherfucker, he was here, right? He was with his whole hands. He was grabbing the hole, and as you may know how physics work, right guys? You know how physics work. And all the water, instead of like, because if he wasn't in here, the water will just like come like this, okay? And all the apartment will be flooded, okay? This bitch put his hands on the sink, so now all the water was literally squirting in all the kitchen. It was squirting all over the place, guys. When I came into the kitchen, it was insane. Like, even the roof was drooling water. There was water everywhere, on the floor, on the windows, on the kitchen, on the laundry machine, on everything, because this motherfucker made the pipe squirt water. Like, you never ask, I ask. Don't try to gaslight me on my chat, Amani. Oh my god. So yeah, I didn't know. I mean, I'm not gonna add that, like, I was smart enough to know. I actually didn't know about the general water thingy, but I didn't know the plastic bag, okay? So what I did was, like, after coming here and watch this motherfucker make the pipe squirt all over the kitchen, I grabbed a bag and I put it here, right? So the bag was with water, and we were like desperate trying to find how to make the water stop. Happily, we have this old man that is like the landlord, and he is on the first floor. So I called him, he came, and he looked at us like if we were dumb, because when he came into the room and saw all the water flooding our floor and saw my cousin was wet as like all his clothes were wet, like even my pajamas were wet, my socks were wet because we were trying to make it to the water stop. He just looked at us, look at the pipe with the bag and all the water coming out, and he was like, "Do you turn off the water thingy?" And we look at each other. We just look at each other like, what water thingy? So anyways, I think I already told you the story, but it's still funny to me, so I just repeat it. And that's why I think this apartment's falling to pieces. That's my TikTok. That's actually all I wanted to That's all I wanted to share. Squirting, it was squirting all over the place. I don't know how it's called, okay, but squirting is the most close definition to what was happening with that pipe, okay. I don't know if there's another word for that, okay, don't judge me. If anything, I don't know how to speak English. So the fact that you're correct, that you're making fun of my English right now is actually very racist, and you should Cesar, you know what? You should reflect on your actions and your behavior, because that's not very nice. That's let me tell you, that's not very nice. Anyways, that's all my updates, guys. Actually, there's little to nothing that has happened to me. Do you know already that I got into this job? I mean, it's weird because I'm not into this job. Technically, I'm on training, and I don't think they're gonna fire me, guys. I think they're gonna fire me. I think I'm not made to have a job. I mean, not a job like this. I don't know if all jobs are like this. Guys, do you work, right? Do you have a job? Acuérdate que soy clasista, no racista. Ay, sí, perdóname. Hasta acá me llegó tu olor a cerro. Wait, guys, do you have a job? Do you work? Can you give me some advice? Because I had worked before, but I never had this kind of job. Okay, so let me explain it to you. I'm in training in this design agency, okay? And the way they manage stuff, it's very bureaucratic, and I understand because it's kind of a wide agency and they need to keep everything organized and keep everyone doing what they have to do. So I do understand that they just, rely a lot on the platforms they use. Okay, I understand that. But for example, the other day, I don't remember if it was Thursday or Friday, but I had to make this design and I had to go to class, right? So what I did was bring a tablet I have, and in the transport, I was working while going to class, right? And one condition that they have, one of the requirements, is because it's a remote job, what I do need to be is online the platform. They have to see my online status. The thing is, when I use a tablet, I have to change applications, right? In order to design in one tab, and in the other tab I have the chat, but for some reason, my online status changed. And the guy that is supposed to be my team coordinator, he was like, "Hey, so I don't see you online. What's going on?" And I was like, "Oh, yeah, I mean, I am online. I have to work on what you told me to work, but I'm online, don't worry." And he was like, "Oh, no, you aren't online because your status is not online. And that means you're unresponsive." And I was like, "I'm answering to you right now. I'm online. It's just the platform doesn't recognize me online because I have to change tabs in order to work." Okay, and they were like, he was like, yeah, but I don't see you online, so you're responsible. Again, I was so confused. I was like, aren't you reading? Like, am I not explaining myself right? And I know I was explaining myself right because I use ChatGPT. I was like, hey, can you put this in a very like formal and friendly message to my supervisor because he thinks I'm not doing my work, and ChatGPT made it for me. So he has no excuse to not be understanding what I was saying to him, and he was still. So this is one of the main things that how did he put it? Because he used very specific words, like being unresponsive is one of the main termination reasons in our agency. And I was like, whoa, stop. I'm answering to you right now, because what I get by being unresponsive is that not answering right. Am I the one in the wrong? Am I the asshole here? Am I the asshole? Wait, should we read am I the asshole? Am I the actual thing is, I think that's a good idea to do in the meanwhile. I actually have my afternoon free for you guys, so maybe we can do asshole. Yeah, Cesar, you're an asshole. You're an asshole. Let me tell you that. Let me see. Let me search for some. I think that will be fun. Actually, I think the other day I had opened some of them. Oh, where is it? Where is this? Oh. What's going on? Okay. Now we know what we're gonna do all the afternoon, guys. We're gonna read Reddit notes. Isn't that good? I think that's amazing. I think that's very good. That's a very good plan. Let me take this out. How can I share this to you? Wait. I know there's a way for me to share this to you, but I hope Reddit doesn't dox me again, because the first time I used Reddit, it actually doxed me on the stream. It showed my IP. It's not gonna show my IP again, right? That will be rude. That will be rude and mean. Okay, let me see. Okay, I think this is good. I think this is good enough. Can you see this? Can you see this? You're seeing it, right? You were watching this, right? Let me chop this so you only see the letters. Yo, there's a lot of text. There's a lot of text. I think this is too long to read. What is such a big text in here? I think that's rude. They should make shorter stories. I don't know. I'm just saying. I think it would be better if this was shorter. Anyways, yo, it looks like a cancel, like those cancel videos, you know, like saying like, oh, my experience with like Delta harassed me at work or whatever. No, never mind, that never happened. Okay, guys, are we the asshole? Am I the asshole? Are you the asshole? I think you're the asshole, if you ask me, but we're not gonna talk about it. Yo, there's a lot of text. There's a lot of text. Maybe this wasn't a good idea. I kinda don't wanna read all this. I kinda don't wanna read all this. Yo, this is a lot of text. This looks like Genshin Impact. I bet Genshin Impact script just looks just like this. Okay, let me drink some water. Hey Delta, oh, the thumbnail was clickbait, was glowy crap for me, gonna lurk in my sleep. Thank you so much for coming, and thank you so much for the lurking. Yes, I need to change the thumbnail because we are not Minecrafting today. The server is down, and I didn't know what to do, so we're just gonna judge people in Reddit. That sounds a very well usage of our time together. Isn't it? I think it's a very, very good usage of our time. Have fun. Yeah, because we love to read. We actually love to read so much. Maybe we should do something else. My plan B was playing League. Man, I don't know. I actually don't know how good will that be. I kinda doesn't want to play League on stream. I've been playing League all day. About other games, I don't know what other games we can play. Gartic phone. I don't know. Let's read this. Let's read. The sooner we finish with this, the sooner we'll be able to criticize them. Okay? I'm drinking tea, by the way. Okay. I'm gonna eat a bit later. Gonna eat a bit earlier, even though it's already 4 a.m. Gonna cook after waking up. Yo, what's wrong with you? Go sleep right now. Close the phone and go to sleep. Close, turn off. The same, okay? Close your phone. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. I'm gonna. In fact, I'm gonna read you the script, okay? Myself. Which phone? I have 3. Yo, I mean, I understand that some people have 2 phones because one is the personal one and the other one is the working phone. Why 3? Why do you have 3 phones? What do you need them for? I'm genuinely curious because yeah, I understand. One phone to work and another one to do personal matters, right? What is the 3rd one for? Is that for the book bars? So 3 streams or games at the same time. Why would you have to game in 3? Okay, you know what? You do you. Go king. Pop off. We should play Reaper again. Guys, Reaper's so fun, but I don't want to scream. My mom's still at home. I kinda don't want to scream while she's here. I don't want her to know that side of me. I don't want her to know that I actually scream with video games. That will be very embarrassing. Like Arknights, you set up and leave it to Owl to play. Oh, I can't understand. You know what? Yeah. You know that's valid. That's perfectly valid. I feel like it should. That will work with Genshin. That's a very good idea. Yo, I've been wanting to play Genshin so bad because of the new character. How it's called? Flish? I don't remember the name, but it's very cute. It's a very cute guy, and as you may know, we have a little bit of a weakness for cute guys. And I've been wanting to play Genshin just because I want to get him, but at the same time, I cannot stand the missions. They are too long to complete and too confusing, and there's like so much text. And, it feels almost like a Disco Elysium, but for Gunners. Not gonna lie. Disco Elysium for Gunners. Disco Elysium for Gunners, indeed. Yes. I can't stay away from audio games. 100 GB FFS. Oh, for the size, yeah, that makes sense. Although people have recommended me Senseless Zone Zero, they say that it's good, it has good champs, and they like the aesthetics overall. And they say the gacha is more balanced and there's not so much text to read, so it's better to play. But at the same time, I kind of don't want to get obsessed with another gacha game. For fakes sake, what's a fake sake? For FPS? Is that FPS? Or is like a phrase like oh my days? The F word? Fucking? Fun. Railger? I'm gonna guess it's fucking. Okay, guys, focus. Myself, 33 female, And my husband, 38, male, I assume. But it could be another wife, if, like, anyways. I don't have baggage, so I've been fake for it. Oh, okay, that's very considerate. Sorry for making you explain it. My bad. Maybe I need to pay more attention to that, but that's very nice. It's like mother fluffer, right? Okay, my stepmother is strictly prohibited from approaching me and my baby, and consequently my father refuses to see his granddaughter without his wife. Oh, it's that kind of situation, huh? Okay, for context. Wait, what's the title of this? Am I the asshole for not letting my stepmother meet my daughter? Okay. I'm just gonna make a quick poll so you can vote. Wait. How did I make a poll again? Okay. Okay, you're gonna be able to vote. At the end, please. At the end. Okay. For context, my stepmother had a clandestine abortion in her youth and had severe complications which left her infertile. When she married my father, she immediately came to see me and my siblings as her children, being very pushy and invasive, and wanting to outdo our mother, who is alive and present in our lives. Even when we were kids, the situation made us uncomfortable, and her obsession with motherhood and being our only mother scared us and drove us away completely. My father, wanting her to be happy, started trying to force us to call her mommy. Eventually, our mom got our custody and we moved across the country. Over the years, and the physical distance, oh my god, there's a lot of text, I don't want to read it. Oh my fucking god, I overtime for 15 minutes. Good luck, Otavia. Please rest well, okay? Rest a lot. And hello, Nerissa. How are you doing, wifey? Hello, how are you doing? Kisses, muchas, muchas. Hello, welcome. We're reading some Am I the Asshole? So we know if we are the asshole. Okay. Over the years and the physical distance, my relationship with them became more tolerable. There were occasional problems, such as the fact that she wanted to be mentioned as a mother in the wedding invitations, or when she tried to adopt my niece after my sister-in-law's death, declaring that my brother was unable to raise his daughter. Before the pandemic, she and my father moved to my estate, something common for retirees. Okay? We just woke up. How are you? We're fine. I am in between playing a game or just talk a lot. We're gonna see what happens first. Okay. Wait, so she has a brother. Wait, the mother wedding as invitations. In her wedding invitations, on when she had my niece after. Okay, I understand a little bit of the family dynamic here. She started posting photos of my ultrasounds and baby clothes with captions like, looking forward to my baby's arrival, or at last entering the journey of motherhood. I scolded her and demanded that she delete the post, and then the physical harassment began. As we live in the same condominium, she started to come to my house several times a day to check me, fight with me about what I ate, and set up a complete nursery in his house, telling me that the baby will need to spend the first few days with someone more experienced to take care of him. When we found out it was a girl, she immediately started saying that finally her Christina will come, and how her dream will finally come true. I immediately denied that this could be my daughter's name and made it clear that she will not be a mother figure for my baby. My stepmother is then reminding me that a lot can happen during childbirth and that it was better that my Wait, what's the quest so? S-O? Hello and bye person in the busy early. Yeah, Nerissa is a very cool person, guys. Very, very cool. She's the one who was playing Minecraft with us yesterday. I don't know if you could able to be yesterday. Yesterday's stream was very late though. Very, very late. At least for what we're used to. Wait, was an ESO? Is that an acronym for something? And I couldn't, my stepmother reminded me that a lot can happen during childbirth. Yo, that's suspicious. That's mean. That's a threat. Yo, that you're not safe, girly. Like, that stepmother is willing to kill you to have your baby. I know it. I can feel it. So, significant other. Oh, okay. Thank you, Shanstar. Thank you. Okay, so, is my stepmother reminded me blah blah blah, and that it was better that my significant other and I understood that she and my father were prepared for any eventuality, and that I couldn't be cruel and deny her the closest thing she'd ever have to a daughter, since I didn't accept being her daughter. After that and other comments and actions, my husband and I decided to take some action in case she tried something. And now, 3 months after my baby was born, my father refuses to visit his drunk daughter, even though we live close together, as I don't allow his wife to play mother and daughter with her. I understand that she was frustrated maternal instincts, but my daughter is not her replacement baby. So Reddit, am I wrong? I love the fact that they're ending with so Reddit. Am I wrong? Yo, I love the fact that she's getting validation from her husband. That's a W, you know, because most of the times on this kind of situation and this kind of family dynamics, the significant others often don't pay attention to that kind of stuff. So this is very nice. Oh, this is very refreshing to see. On the other hand, yeah, I do have a very strong opinion about people that gets married when their partner haven't died. But maybe that's just because of my trauma and the things that I've seen, okay? So tell me if I'm wrong, but in the most cases, it's not like, in most of the cases, that person doesn't have their priorities straight. You know what I mean? So, for example, in this case, the father remarried, and that means like, and if his ex-wife is still alive, that means they got a divorce, right? So I don't know what kind of relationship they had. I don't even know them, but that means that it didn't work out, and he tried again with another person that actually fulfilled some of the necessities he had. But for his attitude, I know that his priority is not the family that he made, but the woman he remarried. And you know, there's nothing wrong with making your wife your priority, but I think you need to make a balance between your family and the woman you're remarrying. I don't know, that's how I see it. Like, I don't think when you have a family, you cannot play favorites, not even with your wife. At least not in this kind of matters, because yeah, of course, your wife is gonna be your priority, but you also have a family that you have to think of. And if your daughter has problems with your now wife, I don't know, playing sides, I don't think it's the most mature thing to do. I don't think she's the asshole. Honestly, I totally understand where she's coming from, and I think it's very valid to set boundaries, especially with your child. Especially when the person that is coming after your child has openly threatened you about, hey, a lot of things can happen during childbirth. Like, whoa, lady, come on, let's go. Don't be that mean to me. Wait, there's updates. Oh, I understand why it was so big. Okay, update 1. My husband and I hardly slept that night. Partly because we'd reading your answers, and partly because a 3-month-old baby sleeps a little and breastfeeds as much as possible. Thanks to you, I was able to see that my father will never protect his children, especially if it means putting limits over my stepmother. But the big point, the straw who broke the camel's back, was what happened this morning. As I work from home and my husband owns his own company, we decided to streamline the moving process. Why streamline? Like, start, right? Start, right? I'm gonna assume it's start the moving process. What was our surprise to find my stepmother in tears at our gate, properly locked, by the way. That's a very good thank you for that comment. Screaming and begging for my forgiveness and claiming that all she wanted was love, happiness, and that I have no right to deny anything so small to her. For me, it was like coming out of a shock. After threatening to call the police, my father finally came and took his wife home. Immediately, I called my stepfather, and he and my mother came to pick us up. I was glad he came, as he is a very intimidating man, as well as being a retired police officer. We packed a few essentials, and the three of us will be staying at my mom's house for now. She lives in an apartment with plenty of space and 3 levels of security to allow access. We're in contact with our attorney, who will refer us to someone who specializes in family status, and we will seek to get a restraining order under our old address. PS. What's PS? Bullshit. To someone who asked me in private, my sister-in-law's death was caused, according to a police report, by an alleged mechanical failure in her car. At the time, with the whole situation going on with my brother and niece, I never really went into the matter. And from the other person who asked, my mother is Chilean, but she has lived in the United States since she was 20 years old. She's American citizen, legally speaking, so my father, blah, 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 blah. I really don't care about that. Okay, you know, yo, that's... Am I the only one who thinks that's suspicious? You know, the brother's wife just died out of nowhere very mysteriously, and literally after that, the stepmother wants to take care of the child. I don't know, like, isn't that too coincidence? I mean, it can be just a coincidence, right? It can be just a coincidence. It's not like it's a repeated behavior, right? It's not like a lot of people have died. It's just one. I mean, it's still a very big deal, but you know, it's not enough proof, right? It's not enough proof to assume that something else happened in the backside, right? Hello, Nathaniel. Welcome. How you doing? We're reading some. Am I the asshole? Ni siquiera sé qué hago aquí. No te preocupes. Estamos leyendo cosas de Reddit porque no tenemos nada más que hacer. Estaba leyendo cosas de Reddit porque no hay nada más que hacer. Ya. I mean, we could do something else, okay? But we're just gonna read this one and maybe the other ones. I have 3 more. I don't know if they're as long as this one, to be honest. Okay, there's another update. It says, it's been 2 weeks since my original post, and I felt compelled to let you know who support and advise me so much. A lot happened, but I will try to summarize. We blocked my dad and stepmother from phones and social media. Unfortunately, this only made the situation worse. My stepmother began to speak ill of me to anyone who would listen, our neighbors, friends, family members, and even our church priest. The last few days had been a campaign, but thank God people were able to see her insanity, and she ended up losing a lot of important people. We put our house up for sale, and we're currently in the process of purchasing an apartment in my mother's building, and hence security is an attraction. In addition to the fact that items such as fingerprints are required for access. The garage also requires an access code, and this makes the building very secure. Following recommendations, we've taken our cars for a review, and we're in the process of getting a restraining order, based on the evidence we already have, such as audio and video of my stepmother's behavior. I completely cut off contact with my father, and my brothers did the same. As for the possibility of my stepmother calling the CPS, what is CPS? Children Protection, right? Children Protection Services, right? I'm not that dumb, right? Calling the CPS when my husband went to get the rest of our belongings 5 days ago, along with my brothers-in-law and father-in-law. My stepmother said that stealing her baby will not go unpunished, and that she will show it to everyone world that the two of us weren't good parents and that we were prepared because she wouldn't give up her baby. According to my father-in-law, his expression and speech caught the attention of the neighbors, and some of them assured my husband that they supported us, including noting her rapid and dangerous mental decline. The fact that my father did nothing to stop this episode ended up sealing the You didn't hear anything. That's I know what you're talking about. Bonks? What is that? Yo, Nerissa, shut the fuck up. I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, I could close the window, but it's very hot, guys. It's very sunny and it's hot, and I don't want to close the window. That will mean I will die. So you're gonna have to bear with me, okay? Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. It's okay. Okay. No. And so, this is the update so far. My mother and I only walk along the shore accompanied by my baby, who is now constantly armed, and he assured me that he will end my stepmother's existence before she steals his drone row. What is this guy? Is this guy Terminator? I still can't sleep properly and I'm paranoid about the baby monitor, doors and windows. Even though my mom lives on the 15th floor, because of this, I am actively seeking a therapist, and my husband and I are closer and closer than ever. We review all the legal issues regarding our wills and the custody not only for our little girl, but also for any baby we have in the future. For now, that's it. Thank you all for your support, advice, criticisms, and immense help. I promise to inform you of any news. I like the sound of it. Yo, what is this? What is OP? Don't downvote assholes. Do upvote interesting post. What is this? All these other comments. Okay, yeah, you know what? I don't think she's the asshole, guys. What are you saying? Yes. What are you saying? Original poster? Oh, okay. Guys, I don't think she's the asshole. What are you saying, Jess? Okay, explain yourself. Explain yourselves, guys. What do you think she's the asshole? I don't think she's the asshole. Honestly, I think she did a very good job. Why are you saying Jess? Okay, I'm gonna see who are you. Who say Jess, guys? Who said this? Who are you? Reveal yourself. Explain yourself. I need to know what do you think she's the asshole. Because honestly, I think she did everything well. Like, she set the boundaries. Like, I'm very proud. Go girl. Go queen. You got this. Pop off. I think she did everything well. There were worse ways to manage the situation. I don't know, guys. Maybe it's my perspective, but I think she did everything well. And also, like, is your stepfather single? I'm just saying. I mean, I can fix him. Okay, I'm gonna shut up. This is okay. I'm gonna drink water too. I'm gonna drink water too. Yes. I'm okay, guys. I'm okay. I cannot laugh very hard. You know how hard it is, guys, to not be able to laugh. I had to. When I wanna laugh, I gotta do that. That's not good. That's not good for my health. I hate this. I do think. You know what makes me scared? I don't know if you have heard this, but when you force yourself to do something very often, you end up doing it without thinking. It's like creating habits. I don't want that laugh to be a habit. I used to laugh like that when I was in high school, and it was very, very hard to get out of that habit of laughing like that. I don't want to laugh like that again. No. Leave me alone. Okay, never mind. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. Let's go to the next one, guys. I think you are the assholes. I think you are the assholes. I don't know who said yes. Can I say who said yes? No, I cannot see who said yes. Damn. Just for you to know. You're the assholes. Okay, this is the same one. Wait, this is the same one. Okay, never mind. Her mother sounds a tad unhinged. Yeah, she sounds very unhinged. But also, even me, I say no. Oh no, then you're okay, baby girl. I think that's also baby very biased because it's only the how do you call it? It's only her POV. It's only her POV, okay? So maybe if we see the other person's POV, it will sound less bad. But from this one, it sounds like she's totally not the asshole. Novel. I'm only stepmother, but my daughter is so cute. Has a Kickstarter. What is this? This sounds interesting. Am I the asshole for not inviting my newly discovered sister to a wedding? What do you mean newly discovered sister? That's insane. Yo, that actually happened to me. Guys, do you know I have brothers and a sister? I didn't know. I didn't. It's very funny, isn't it? I understand that feeling. I actually understand that feeling. That's insane. Me siento estafado, no veo Wembley de Subway Surfers por ningún lado. Oh wait, I will do something about it. Wait, can I open YouTube? Are we blood related? I don't think so. But there's okay guys, the other day I discovered that I have a sister, like an older sister and a younger brother. I mean, I knew about the younger brother, but I didn't. I mean, I had suspicions about the older sister, but I didn't know actually. Like, it wasn't sure. The guys, the viewers who have been here for the last year, that actually know that my dad is an asshole, okay? And now you know that my dad is an asshole. So I had some suspicions that I had an older sister because he told me, but he's the kind of guy that says that he's always flirting with people. You know, he's a jerk, okay? So when he told me about the older sister, I thought he was only being mean. And the other day, like some weeks ago, I actually found this profile because I don't know if I should be sharing this information, guys, but this is gossip, okay? This is chisme. This is gossip. He actually sued me, okay? My dad sued me, so I was searching for like, you know, the stuff to defend myself with a lawyer and everything, and we found this profile of like this person that is the daughter of the last ex he had before marrying my mom. Which is very funny is that this ex never got married like until years after, and the child, the age of the child is actually the same age of she has the same years of them when they broke up. Like, it's something very weird shit, okay? And she looks like me, not gonna lie, she looks like me. And also my younger brother also looks like me, so I don't know what to say, you guys. I have found family, but I don't think I'm never gonna talk to them. I actually don't wanna talk to them. I honestly don't understand the people who find they have are related or like family somewhere and they want to talk to them. I don't want to talk to those people. I actually don't want to meet them. I might the asshole, guys. I'm gonna grab my Reddit post and I'm gonna say, am I the asshole if I don't wanna meet my family? Should I write a Reddit post and seek validation on Reddit from strangers? I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think that's what I'm supposed to do. Seeking validation on Reddit. That sounds about nice. That sounds about right. Anyways, Am I the asshole for not letting my stepmother meet my daughter? Wait. Isn't this the same one? Yeah, this is... Oh my god, this is the same one. Okay. I'm okay, guys. This is perfectly fine. Am I the asshole for not inviting my newly discovered sister to my wedding? Not the asshole. I love the tag. I love the tag in here. Not the asshole. Okay. I'm getting married in December. A month ago, I found out I had an older half-sister. When my dad was 18, he got his girlfriend pregnant and gave up his parental rights. She reached out on Facebook, and my dad has tried to make her a part of the family. I met her 2 times, but I don't know much about her. My dad wants to invite her to my wedding, but I say no. My wedding is small and it's going to be very intimate. These are people my fiancé and I have known for years. My sister called me and accused me of being bigot. She's part of the LGBT community and I have nothing against anybody. Oh, okay. My dad is disappointed and he's admitted to me he's full of regret and wants me to invite her, so... Oh my god, the background noise! I think they don't want me to stream, guys. So we can be a family, and so he can let go of his negative feelings. Am I the asshole? Edit. I just found out that my dad thinks that his daughter... He never took a DNA test to confirm it? I have no idea how that even works. I'm extremely suspicious now. I'm also extremely suspicious. Like, guys, take like DNA, guys. Just DNA. I know it's gonna sound very contradictory, but yeah, guys, if someone is affirming to be your family, DNA, instant DNA test, guys. Imagine someone tells, I'm your children, and it's like, okay, I'm gonna shut up because I don't think I can say that on YouTube. But you understand the idea, right? I don't think it's the asshole. Actually, I think that everyone, especially in your wedding or your events or your parties and your whatever, if you're organizing something and you're hosting something, I don't think you own an invitation to anybody. I don't know. For example, if I have a birthday party, I'm free to invite whoever I want, and I'm not forced to invite. I don't know. Even if we're friends, if for X reason I don't want you in my birthday party, then I'm not gonna invite you. And I think the same is for the other ones, right? I don't feel like my friends are forced me to invite me to their stuff, and we're still friends, right? I don't know, and especially your wedding, you're free to invite whoever you want. I don't think it's the asshole, and I do agree with the tag. Wait, this is entertaining, guys. Is this gossip? Is this what chisme feels like? Is this what chisme feels like? I actually like this. I actually like this. Okay. Meal. Wait, what's a meal? My in-law, right? My in-law? Is that what it means? My in-law? I hope that's what it means. My in-law basically kidnapped my baby. Update. Wait, I'm processing the information. My in-law? Huh? Wait. This is an update. Where's the first one? Where's the first one? If your child pop, will you change before feeding him? What? Sometimes you cannot physically, but what is this? I decided to leave my husband and take my fur. Does your experience raising newborn also make you confused about how humans what? I'm kinda scared of clip that one. Hello, I don't think I ever kept you live before. Hello, Rio, welcome to this stream. I hope you're having a very nice day. Welcome, nice to meet you. I'm Delta. We're reading some Am I the Asshole? Feel free to vote if you think we're the asshole. I'm actually confused because I don't know how to use Reddit, and I do think this is a second part, and I want the first part because I do want to have all the context, but I don't know how to search for it. Is that the first one? Wait, Beyond the Bomb. Is this the one? I got a further information of this from another sub. My migraine immediately speak when I read the previous post. My daughter was a runner. What? Wait. What's going on? You can always click the username. Oh, but what if he has awful stuff? Okay, never mind. It doesn't have awful stuff. I'm just traumatized. Okay. First part. Bro, it's so long. Okay. We got this. MILF. Okay. I made a throwaway for this because my husband knows my username and I don't feel like being surrounded by any more drama right now. Ooh, husband. So, little backstory. My husband is an only child. His mom has always been very involved. We got along somewhat, but she always sort of grows some lines. She has a key to our house for emergency purpose only because she lives 4 blocks away. I have our daughter 4 weeks ago. She has been over at least 3 days every week since I have her. She's always telling me what I'm doing wrong or how she do things so differently. Baby is up every 2 hours at night and she insists she sleeps through the night if she could stay at grandma's. I told her I'm not comfortable saying a breastfed baby away from over blah blah. Oh my god, why is reading so hard? They're kind of like a telenovela. They're so like a telenovela, dude. They're so like a telenovela. Maybe that's why I could like it. Okay. Joe, I don't know how to read. Maybe this will help with my speech, right? Because I do have some problems pronunciating some words in English and talking in English, so maybe this is good for us. We're gonna try to better improve. Yo, this is so hard. I'm gonna cry because we love some drama and some tea. Yeah, I love tea, dude. Okay, this last week she kept pushing the issue no matter how many times. Wait, my feet itches. Okay, I had to scratch my feet. Last night we put the baby in her crib. We stopped room sharing because the baby was so loud I could get no sleep whatsoever. So my husband has been getting her when it's time for her to feed. Husband fell asleep early and I dozed off. I woke up 4 hours later and started to panic because she hadn't made any noise. I was sure he had died of seeds. What? What is that? Is that a baby? Is that a baby illness? Is that a baby illness? Delta Radio from Reddit. Damn, hello Exa, welcome. How are you doing? Welcome. We are reading shit on Reddit. We are reading in my show. Why are you laughing, Natal? What is wrong with you? Sudden infant death syndrome. Oh, is that a thing? Oh, it's when the baby suddenly died, right? Out of nowhere? Yeah. I think I read about it. For some reason, I didn't know it was real. I thought it was only like a theory. Like, have you seen the instant human combustion where humans just out of nowhere they set on fire for some reason? I thought it was something like that. I know it's real, but for some reason it sounds very surreal, even though it's real. I know it's weird. Okay, never mind. What is this? I went into her room and she was gone. I froze and started screaming her name around the house like she will somehow pop up like it was all a joke. My husband woke up in panic and just screamed, "What's going on?" over and over. I ran to my phone and called 911 and saw a picture message from my mother-in-law of my sleeping baby in her arms with the caption, "Sleep over and gums." I was immediately enraged. I screamed so hard I almost vomited. I called her and saw red. I told her I was coming to get the baby and she will never see her again and to never contact her family again. My husband decided it was best if he wanted to get her. When he came back, say his mother decides for let herself... Wait, what? When he came back, he said his mother decides for let herself in and give us a break. That she was sure we'd hear the text and she thought we will be thanking her for a night's sleep. Huh? This woman's delusional. Wait. Yo, that's totally... Yo, oh my god, I have no words. I got indignated and I'm not even part of the story. I do not give a fuck. I hate her. I cannot forgive her for this. Oh, okay, that's a little... That is a little too much. Why do some people... I honestly don't know, but this is also a little too much. My husband thinks I need to calm down. Yeah, maybe a little bit. That we just need to get our key back. His lack of urgency about the situation makes me want to divorce him. We have never had any issues before this, but this feels like a deal breaker to me. I already had PPA, and now it's through the roof. Wait, what's PPA? Double penis? Huh? I don't feel safe in my own house with my family. I hate my mother-in-law. I hate my husband. When I think about what happened, I sob uncontrollably. I can't sleep now that I know I can't protect my baby when I sleep. I can't believe I did not wake up. I feel like the biggest piece of shit of mother. If any danger really came, I would have let my daughter down. Am I overreacting for wanting a divorce? Or for never wanting to see my mother-in-law again? My husband and mother-in-law thinks it's my hormones and I have overreacted. Am I overreacting? I just need to talk about it with not involved parties. I have no friends or family for hundreds of miles. Oh, and she also fed her formula while she had her, but that's the least of my worries. It still infuriates me because breastfeeding has been really hard for us. What? Seeds is what they saw when the baby suffocates or some other common death. Oh, okay. This is very complicated. I think I've seen this a lot, actually. You know, I have a very big family. Together, we are more than 100 people. And you know, I've seen people getting married, and there's most of the times there's a clash between how parents raise their children. I do have this aunt. She's very nosy, and you know what? Actually, her daughter and her husband still lives with her, and I know it's very hard for them because they want to be independent, but they cannot because there's this aunt that she won't let them, and she's very emotionally manipulative. So I do understand the situation they're in. It's very, very complicated. I don't know, guys. I feel like sometimes can be a little bit emotionally mature, if that makes sense. Me voy aunque falta wayplay de Showbiz or first, pero tal vez vuelva la otra semana. No te preocupes, Natal. Thank you so much for passing by. I will wait for you the next week then. I say the baby snatching is not an overreaction, but divorce is a bit of a jump for this alone. Yeah, I know, right? That's what I was thinking. Then again, I'm not a mama. I mean, yeah, we're not mamas. That's definitely the case, because I do think mamas get a little bit sensitive with their children, and I know because I do have a mama. I do have a mama, and my mom gets mad for me. Like, I know my mom is a kind of helicopter mom, so I don't want to talk too much, but like, I don't have a very correct opinion about it. So I know these moms are very protective with their children. I think that's very normal, but just divorcing the guy for... I mean, I understand if it's a deal breaker though, because in my case, in a romantic relationship, I do not like when people is how do you call it, like they cannot take emotional decisions. That's definitely a deal breaker for me. I find that very, very unattractive. And if she noticed that only now, but I don't know, I think it's kind of understandable that she noticed like the guy cannot take emotional decisions, and that can be a problem long term, because that means he's not gonna be able to defend her or stay by her side when she takes the decisions for him. I don't know if I'm explaining it right, but I understand her point of view. At the same time, I do think with a little bit of communication, the marriage can be safe. The relationship with my mother-in-law, I don't think so. Because there's also a thing with older people, and maybe I'm just generalizing, and I don't want to be like, all the people is like this, because I know very cool older people, but most of them are not as cool as we are. Boomers. That's not what I mean. But you understand, right? For example, they do not how to set boundaries. Like, they were never taught to set boundaries, so they don't know even what that means. Most of older people, they don't know how to respect other people's boundaries because they were never taught. It was not a thing, right? The husband relationship can probably be salvaged if they talk it more when it's calmed down. Yeah, I do think the marriage can be solved. I know it's a huge deal breaker when you see your significant other not defending you when you take the decision that they are supposed to take. And it can be frustrating and infuriating. But I also think it can be solved. On the other hand, the relationship with the mother-in-law, I don't think it's dependent. You know, maybe I'm too unattached emotionally from people, but I do not think, okay, tell me if I'm wrong, but if I marry someone, I do not think I'm attached to the family, or I don't think I'm forced to like their family if I marry them. I don't think it's a condition. As long as my partner respects the fact that I'm probably not gonna like their family, I think we're good, because I'm marrying him, not his family. I do not like when people say, if you marry me or if you date me, that means you're also gonna date all my family. I don't understand what it means. I honestly do not agree with that mentality and that mindset. But again, I guess it depends on her, and she seems very radical in her decisions. And it's totally understandable. But I don't know. I'm 50-50. I don't know what you think. I see a 100% no here. I don't think she's the asshole for that decision, but I do think she needs therapy. Some people don't come from good families anyways. We can be warranted to get along with another person's family. Yeah, you know, I don't know where I saw or where I read that when you marry someone, the first 3 years are gonna be hell, because you're gonna feel like you don't even like that person anymore, because you have a way of living, right? You have a lifestyle, you have a routine, and then suddenly you have to live with another person that has another routine, another lifestyle, and another way of doing stuff, and you're gonna crash like a lot, okay? And it's gonna be so frustrating that's why most marriages don't last more than 3 years. It's like the 3 years rule. And on the other way around, if a marriage survives those 3 years, then that means they're strong. They're strong as ever, and it's gonna be like, it's gonna be better. It's gonna be more manageable, at least. That's what the report said. If it's true, I don't know. I have never get married in my life. Who the heck say that? This is why people should live with each other for a while before marriage, in my opinion. Yeah. I also... Yeah. That makes so much sense. Dumpster fire for real. Okay, Amani, what do you think? Who's the asshole here? I want to know your opinion. In my case, I don't think she's the asshole, but I don't think she needs a little bit of therapy. And maybe a better way of communicate stuff. Because the way she's communicating stuff is definitely not working. At least not for the husband. The husband suddenly is gonna get divorced and he won't even know why. Okay, there's an update. Though. I just wanted to give everyone a quick update. I didn't respond, but I've read every comment and the support I got has meant so much for me. I bolt reading them because I finally felt like someone was on my side. Yeah, that's what I was telling you. Like, if you don't feel like your husband, your significant other is by your side, like, I don't need you to be on my side. I need you to be by my side. I think those are different meanings. I don't need you to agree with me, but if you're gonna be my significant other, I'm gonna need you to, like, be like a strength with me. I don't know how to put this, but you don't have to agree with me, but you have to respect what I need and maybe work something out together, right? That's why we're together, to work something, to work things together. I don't know, that's how I see relationships. Am I in a relationship? No, so maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just idealizing relationships too much because I'm not in one. That is very smart, Delta. Thank you. I am very smart. Thank you so much. Keep complimenting me. Keep that coming. I like it. Okay. Blah 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 blah. I called my mom late last night and I got a hotel. I refused to tell my husband where I was going, but told him the baby and I will be safe. My mom is disgusted about what I've been through. She's getting on a plane today to come help me. This entire experience has pushed me to the point that I need therapy, so today my first order of business is getting a therapy set up ASAP. I decided to go alone for a while, and then when I'm ready, go with my husband to see if there is still a chance to move past this. Okay. That's a good decision. Taking the baby away from their father, that's questionable. That's very questionable. Blah 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 blah. Right now, I still don't want to, but I also agree I'm not in the place to make life-changing decisions. Either way, I can never move back into that house. I don't know what my plan is past these few days yet, but I'm just going to take it day by day for right now. As for my mother-in-law, I'm going to go to the police today to find out how to get a restraining order. Her and my husband keep saying, but she was safe, she was never in danger. I disagree. My mother-in-law is clearly not mentally capable to care for a child. Who knows what else she will do because she feels she knows best. Thank you all so much. I can tell you how much the support from blah 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 blah. The internet strangers has meant for me. Okay, that's a funny thing about internet. Permanent gusher in Jabber is by status. What's a permanent gusher? What's a gusher? Sounds like smasher. Ball smasher. That's good. Okay, I know this a part too, but for now, I may be saying this, and maybe it's wrong because I cannot. I was never a girl, and I will never be able to give fair children. So maybe this is a privileged position to say, but I do think that taking away the baby from the father is kind of mean, you know, like, because now you're involving the babies, like, I don't know, even if the baby's not aware, I do think they feel. Okay, they feel that they have two people who take care of them, and suddenly they lack in this other individual, and they won't know why because they don't even understand what's going on. So, also for the father's side, I don't think the punish for his behavior is taking away someone he loves. I don't think that's a fair way to letting him know that he made something wrong. Because he's very cruel, in my opinion. I be gushing all the time, like a present compliment very constantly. Oh, gushing! Okay, I understand, gushing. That's a new word. I'm gonna add it to my vocabulary. Gushing. Gushing. It's like sweetening things up, right? Like making someone like sweet talking. Sweet talking. I understand. I know what that means. Wait. What is this? Oh, sorry. I got distracted with Discord. Babies definitely know who's holding them and when its dad is missing. It's part of development. In another way, if memory serves right, I haven't done my child development classes in years. Yeah, I mean, I think that's... You didn't hear that. I think that's common sense, right? A baby is not aware of the stuff, like, theoretically, but is aware in an instinct level, you know? And I think instinctively the baby's gonna know. If you don't care about the baby, it's fine, but about the father, my point is, I don't think taking away someone he loves, like his child, is very fair, right? I know that this is gonna sound very badly, but you cannot go, even if you're the mother, the baby doesn't belong to you. The baby is not a possession, and is an individual that has to be cared and loved. Bro, what is the background noise? Like, I don't think they want me to stream. I think they don't agree with my opinion. Every honk to my opinion is like, shut the fuck up, Delta. Maybe I should shut the fuck up. Maybe it's a sign. Maybe this is a sign from heaven. Like, shut the fuck up, you're gonna get canceled. Maybe that's the sign. Maybe I just shut the fuck up. Maybe we just read the second part. Okay. This is the update. Okay. This is the third part of what we're reading. Okay. Let's check in this. Okay. I want to thank everyone again, blah 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 blah. These past 2 weeks have been crazy for me. Emotionally, but I saw the request for an update and wanted to let everyone know what's going on, even though it's been generally uneventful. I got so many messages and comments with support that means so much to me. So soon after I wrote that post, my mom had arrived to help me through my anxiety and support me. By the time she was here, I was in a hotel and still had not slept. It was going way too long without sleeping, and I think the deprivation of sleep was making me crazier. She came and sat with me while I slept. It was the most helpful thing anyone would have done for me. My husband asked to talk, so I agreed to meet him. He apologized and said he realized I was right. His mom had severely crossed the line, and that it was hard for him to accept his mom did something so wrong. So in his head, he was telling himself it was not that bad, and that if the baby wasn't hurt, then no harm was done. But he wasn't thinking about the hurt done to me and my feeling of security. He said he changed the locks on the home and will support whatever I want to do with his mom. He said he was willing to cut off contact for a while, but as I don't press charges. We left it at that for that time. I told him I'd think about what he said and keep in touch. Shortly after this whole thing happened, I got a lot of texts from his family supporting me and telling me how they were so sorry about what happened, and that no matter what, my baby and I are family and we have their support. That meant so much to me. People were finally backing me up, and it gave me some peace of mind. A few days after seeing my husband, we met up again. He had a letter from his mom. I thought about just throwing it out, but I decided to read it. It was a very long-winded apology, and it basically said that she's sick about what she did. She said if someone did that to her when her husband was young, she'd want them to die. Bro, the honking. She wanted them to die. She's terrified about losing me as a daughter-in-law and her grandchild, but she's going to keep her distance. She asked me to reach out if and when I'm ready. I still haven't reached out to her, and I don't know if I will. I feel like her letter may be genuine, but I don't think I will never trust her again for obvious reasons. I feel like she sees as an easier to ask forgiveness than permission sort of things. I don't understand, bro. What is English so hard? What is English so hard? Oh my god. I'm in a hard place for trying to decide how to assert my authority as a mother without alienating my child from people who love them. I don't want my forgiveness to seem like weakness and in the end put my child in more situations like this. I've been getting help with all this in therapy, which I have started twice a week. Right now, the general guidance I get from my therapist is don't make any big moves yet, divorce, moving long distance, cutting people out, blah blah blah, so I'm taking it day by day. I make sure my husband sees our child every day. We don't talk about the state of our marriage yet. I told him when I was ready we will talk. He respects that, and it's made a huge difference in the hope I have for our future. So that really is it. They were really in dramatic blah 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 blah, but it's never safe discovery, blah blah blah. Okay, bro, that's literally what we're talking about. Who say yes? Every time someone says yes, who is saying yes? I honestly don't think she's the asshole. I think because she took that very radical decision, now the husband is willing to open communication with her. And I think that's amazing. And even if the mom apology was fake, she now knows that the girl know how to take decisions. Like, the girl is not afraid of her husband, or anything, and I think that's good. Because that means she's not gonna be pushy, she's gonna be scared of the boundaries she set. I think that's amazing. Easier to beg forgiveness than ask permission, as if someone were ready to do the thing and then deal with the consequences later, regardless of how bad it will actually be after. I understand, but now the mother knows. If she fuck ups again, she's not gonna only lose the grandchild, she's gonna lose the son and the daughter-in-law and the family support. So now she has more things to lose. You understand what I mean? Beep, bro, shut up. Should I just stop streaming? It's just, okay, I think this is the time where people come back from work, so it's very, very noisy. It's very, very noisy, and I don't know if it's gonna shut up. It's good, you sure? I honestly don't know how to fix it. What's the one copy trick? I think so. I think so. You know, guys, I live in Latin America. That is very normal. That is very, very normal. And my bad. I don't know. I think she wasn't the actual. I don't know who said yes. Reveal yourself. I want to know who you are. I want to know who are you so I can point and laugh at you. Okay? Tell me, who are you? Reveal yourself. Come on, come out. It's okay. It's perfectly safe. It's perfectly safe. What are you talking about? Okay. Our last one. I hope our last one. I'm gonna close this poll. I don't know who said that. I don't know who said yes. I know who said yes, but I'm looking at you, okay? I'm looking at you with this eye. With this eye, okay? Let's start a game. Okay. La inconforme. I had to look it up. Is that it? I don't even know the name. I think no one here knows the name. That's insane. That's insane. Because we know how it sounds, but I don't think no one knows the name. I didn't see the vote. Oh, don't worry. We start a new rotation for this new story, okay, guys? Pay attention. Wait, this is the same one. Wait, we don't have 3 ones. We have the same one. Oh my god. If you have any recommendation that you would like us to read on the stream, you can send it to the Discord, actually. I will be think if you go to the description, you will see the link of the Discord, and you can send it to me, because I honestly have no more to read. I had to grab that one track by Grupo D because the beeping brought me right back. Yo, I don't think anybody knows the name. I think you're the first one that has told me what the name is. I didn't even know the name. Okay. I decided to leave my husband. Sometimes you cannot physically breastfeed. Where is your child poop? Oh my god, what are these? Where are these? Where are these? Am I the asshole? What's the funniest crazy thing that happened to you when you were in labor? What are these all about pregnancy? I hate my husband. Girl, you need to elaborate more. I've been experiencing mom rage since my baby's born. Today I'd accidentally... Mom rage is a thing? I didn't know that was a real thing. Husband rant. Oh my god, girl. Why do wives hate their husbands? If your bedtime really 7, anyone else wake up thinking they holding the baby only to realize the baby's in their... What? What is this? What is this talking? Why are we talking about babies so much? Parents of older kids, what is your nickname for your baby? I go first, we have many? Guys, I'm gonna tell you something. Sometimes nicknames for babies are so dumb. Are very, very dumb. A lot of mothers are capable of insane feats of rage or strength when their baby is in danger. I mean, it makes sense. I think it's like a superpower of moms, honestly. I do remember when I was a child. Okay, this is very funny. Well, it's not funny at all. So when I was a child, even now, when I sit down, in some chairs, my feet don't reach the floor. And when I was a child, my feet, for obvious reasons, didn't reach the floor when I was in the carriage. And what I do when my feet doesn't fit the floor, I move them. I make them dance because it's funny and it feels nice. And it's something that I've been doing since I was born. It's very funny, but it's not funny at all. That's the realest way to describe childhood memories. Okay, it's funny for me, okay? So it's gonna be funny for you too, I hope. So I was in the carriage. My mom was taking me on a walk. Although I didn't walk because I was a baby. And I was moving my feet. I was making me dance. A dog, for some reason, felt threatened by my little feet dancing on the carriage. And what the dog did was munch my feet, my leg. Like the dog came running and he just bite my leg. I, of course, for obvious reason, I started screaming and crying. I don't know how the fuck my mom grabbed this dog's mouth and she opened the mouth with her bare hands. Like, she used to stand in front of the carriage. I look at her. She grabbed the dog's head and she opened the fucking dog's jaw. I do remember I heard a crack and the dog ran away crying like a little bitch. I was bleeding, of course. My mom took me to there was this center because we used to live in near the beach, okay? And there was a lot of centers with nurses and people that was medicine related. They weren't doctors, but they were like paramedics and that kind of stuff because it was a beach. There were a lot of accidents. So she took me there. They healed my leg. What is in your mouth? Drop it to the very extreme. Yo, my mom broke the fucking dog's jaw. And you know what? Later on, so many years later, as we already know, the fucking dog bite is very hard to get out. Like, I don't know if you ever have seen the medical reports or like the shit that comes out after dogs biting. It's very hard to open their mouths. I think you need to knock them up in order to open their mouths. Because I know that even if you kill the dog, they're like the muscles, the bones on their jaws are not gonna move at all. Like, they're programmed to close them up and not open them until they want to. So I don't know how the fuck my mom literally broke the little dog's bones to get my legs out. The jaw strain is real. I know the jaw strain is real, and that's something that I never thought about until years later because I was like, oh my mom, thank you. Until years later, I read about the jaw thingy, the jaw strain of the animals, and then I got this random memory popping out in my mind. I was like, how the fuck did my mom broke this guy's bones to set me free? How the freak? Where the fuck did my mom get the strength for? Because my mom is a strong woman. Not that strong, okay? There must be a limit. So I do believe moms have this weird superpower. Now that I remember, it also happened another time when we were on the beach, and I remember I was walking near the water, and I had forbidden to come very close to the water for also obvious reasons. My parents didn't want me to drown, so I was walking in the border, you know, where the water comes to the sand, and it's like a little bit. The sand is wet and it's refreshing. I always love to like walk in the refreshing part of the sand because it feels really nice on the feet. Okay, so I was walking over there. I do remember I saw this jelly-like thingy between the rocks, and okay, there aren't rocks. I don't know if in English there's a word a word for that, but they're called peñas in Spanish, and it's basically these big rocks, of mossy rocks with like a lot of like bacteria and algae and all that stuff. Okay, and I also was forbidden to go to that kind of rocks because they're dangerous. But I saw this jelly-like thingy on the floor, and it was like breathing, and I thought it was an alien. So I just approached, and I was like, because I also saw E.T. at the time, so I was like, oh my god, it's an E.T. I'm gonna have my new best friend, my new alien best friend or whatever. Okay, I thought it was an alien, so I came closer to the rocks. It was an octopus. The sleepy rocks, not the actual name at all. Yeah, the sleepy rocks. It was an octopus. And you know what the motherfucker did? As soon as he saw me coming closer, he jumped at my face, and I felt like the little pig, like eating my cheek. He was literally eating my ass off. He jumped. I don't know, Joe. I don't know how the fuck. Like the little mother fluffer jump all the way from the back of the rope, because he was on the base of the ropes, just like breathing there, and I just came closer because I thought it was an ET and it was gonna be my new best friend. And the guy just jumped at my face, and all his tentacles, like the little thingies, were like around my legs and my arms. It was disgusting and slimy, and it hurt a lot, because the little like circle thingies, they were like in my skin, and it burned. Mama, it burned a lot. And the tweak, the peak, the little like his mouth was literally eating my cheek. I couldn't scream because I do remember one of the tentacles were on my mouth, so I was just like, you know, and I tried to like roll on the floor. The suckers are not pleasant indeed, Joe. That shit burns. That thing burns. So I was just like rolling on the floor. So you can imagine a little like he grabbed me all like I was a tamal, dude. I was a freaking tamal, and he like I just started rolling on the floor, and even the rolling felt disgusting, because every time I roll, I felt like the head was just like a slimy thingy down like in my body. Yo only remember it felt so gross. I don't know where, out of nowhere, my mom came, grabbed the fucking like the fucking animal. She grabbed my neck, and she just. Have you seen the movie Venom, where like Venom, Spider-Man, the old Spider-Man, the Spider-Man 3, the one with the, I don't remember his name, okay, but the guy who's dancing, the guy who dances on the street, the iconical Spider-Man, and when he's on the bell and he starts like punching the bell so Venom can come out, and just like that, but with the octopus and me on the other side, and my mom was grabbing my neck. I do remember her hand was almost on my neck because I was a baby, and she just grabbed my neck. She just grabbed the octopus. It hurt, and even now I do have a sucker mark on my ass cheek. I have a little circle on my ass cheek because of the suckers, and I also have marks of the dog bite on my leg. That is one of the only scenes I've seen of that movie. God, I simply perish. Joe, it's not Joe. That shit burned. It was hurtful. It was very hurtful. I don't know what you think is kinky, but it hurt. It hurt a lot. And again, she also took me to the same nursery on the beach. I already told you, like, I think I do understand why my mom became an helicopter mom. And now that I think about every experience that I put her through, I do understand why she became. I made her. I made her a helicopter mom. Damn. Because I do also remember, for example, I was also older. I was like 12 years old. I always like to not wear shoes in my house. I do not like socks. I do not like sandals. I like to be bare feet on my house, okay? And that's why I also clean my room every day, because I'm barefoot in the house. What can I tell you? And I don't like the dust. Well, anyways, I was walking barefoot in that house that we just moved in. I was like 12 years old. We just moved in, and everyone was like very organized. I do remember my mom told me, like, we're building the back side of the side. They were like building a little shelf for the laundry machine and something like that. I don't remember very well, but they were building something. And she was like, "Do not walk barefoot on the floor. Anything can be there." And I was like, "Oh, okay." Like, but I just, and I remember I used like a mop the floor. So I was like, "What can hurt me? I use mop. Everything is clean." I just walk barefoot. I remember my feet started getting very itchy, and I was like, what is, like, I had to scratch my back of the feet. I don't know how it's called. The back, the Achilles something. I don't know how it's called. Yeah, that part. I started scratching because it was itchy. It was itchy, so I started scratching. And when I scratched, my fingers were like wet. And I was like, huh? And when I look at my fingers, they were red. They were red and wet, and it was blood. It was blood. And as soon as the ankle, yeah, I think it's called the ankle. Is the, well, let me use the translator. Wait. No, it's not the ankle. It's called the video. No, it's called. No, it's not called Cabillo. It's heel. Wait, I don't remember the name in Spanish. Oh, okay. Wait. I know the name now. The beat. The beat. The beat part of the feet. Okay, and. As soon as I see my hands full of blood, I hear my mom like coming like, what happened? Like, apparently I had been bleeding all over the house. And my mom was outside just like doing this building stuff, right? And I guess when she came inside, she saw all the blood on the floor, and she was like, oh my fucking god. She came screaming into the room, and she was like, what's going on? What did you do? And I was like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, at the moment, I didn't even recognize that my feet was bleeding for some reason. I just felt like I felt like I had a step on the blood. I didn't know I was the one bleeding, you know? I didn't know I was the one bleeding. I thought I stepped on blood. So I was like, I don't know. But I was just scratching my feet, and when I watched at my feet, I saw like a black circle on my bead. Like, it was a blood circle, and I was like, huh? What is this? And I started like, it was like a stamp, and I was like, what is this? And I showed my mom. My mom was going crazy for the blood, you know. Like, she was like, so many blood, what's going on? And I remember I showed my mom, because I was like 12, and I was like, Mom, what is this? And I showed her like the little black circle I had on the bead, and she looked at me like I was stupid, and she was like, okay, sit down, stop like making the house dirty. And I was like, but I'm not making the house dirty, like I'm not bleeding at all, I'm not hurt. But she was like, just stay there. She looked at me like I was stupid. I'm not stupid. Okay, I need to search this word. Pliers. How do you pronounce this?
Pliers.
Okay, pliers. I went through something similar. I once dropped a bottle of shampoo while showering as a kid, and just continued for a while, and then eventually looked down and my foot was all bloody. Yo, okay, I don't know what kids have, like, they're very stupid. Otra vez, hola César, bienvenido, ¿cómo estás? Welcome. So she brings some pliers. I was sit down, I show her my feet. She grabbed the pliers, grabbed the circle, the dark circle I have on my bead, and when she took out that circle, it was a big ass nail. Yo, I don't know how to talk English. It was a big ass nail. Just inside my beat. How do you nail? How do I say? Wait, how do I say this? Yeah, it was a nail nailed on my beat. It was a nail nailed on my beat. Yo, she just grabbed the pliers, take it out, and it was like all with blood and I felt how it came out of my body. At that point, I had been walking with that mother fluffer all around the house. I didn't even notice that mother fluffer was becoming part of me. Like, we were functioning together at that point, and it was a big ass hole on my beat. She also at that point, I think she already knew a little bit of medical thingies, because she like healed my feet, like she like put some bandages on it, and she was like, and she also made me clean. Like, she didn't even care I was hurt. She made me clean all the house because I was the one that bleed all over the house. But yeah. Ironically, it started hurting after she take it out than before, because before it was only a little bit itchy, you know. Yo, God, that's wild. Yo, she made me, she had no mercy. I was hurt, and she made me clean all the house with my hurt feet. But yeah, now that I think about it, yes, I made her a helicopter mom, dude. That's so mean. That's so bad. Oh yeah. Yo, there's a lot of shit that I've done to her now that I think about it. I do remember also... No. I made her an helicopter mom. Yo, I was a demonic child. Holy shit. Dude, I was a demonic child. There's no way. Maybe that's why I hate children. Entonces, as you find out you're a robot, yo, I'm gonna cry. Anyways, we're reading in my Ashul. I don't know if you have more in my Ashul, to be honest. Let me check. Do you have more? I remember Pepper sent me some last time, but I don't know where they are. I think I know where they are. So I don't know. Do you guys wanna play League? Do you guys wanna play League with me? Oh, League is so cool. League is like the best game ever. Let me see what else we can do. We can play... Actually, I do think we can play Minecraft, but it will be... I don't wanna play Minecraft alone. So never mind. No thanks. I still have a life. Okay, Exxon, whatever. Whatever you say. If you think about it, it's okay. Peak! Guys, I have never reached the peak. I shall go out now. I may come back, but I also may not. Have fun. Bye-bye, Rio. Thank you so much for passing by. I really appreciate you being here. Thank you. I really, really appreciate it. Coming from our peak. Okay, I think it's better with friends. I have never played Peak in solo, actually. Maybe we can do that right now. But if I scream, guys, you're gonna have to bear with me, okay? If I scream, I just gotta let you know. You're gonna have to bear with me. Let me see if I have it. I have it updated, because I think they update the game every week. I'm not sure. Okay, let me check. Where's Steam? Oh no, I have it updated. Okay. Let's pick, I guess. Little screens for ice cream. Hello, Elier. Hello, how you doing? I cannot scream, guys. Mama Adult is in the living room. I'm physically unable to scream right now. She's out there. I think she's actually waiting for me to eat. I do remember her saying that I'm gonna wait for you so we can eat together. That I'm not ending anytime soon. My bad. I'm just listening to the Delta lore. Yo, you were lurking? Okay, you know what? Amazing. W lurk. W lurk. I really appreciate you lurkers, even though I don't know you. You're always in my heart. Okay, how do I know? How do I know peak is working? Is this peak? Oh yeah, I think it's this peak. Okay. Yay! Well, how do I fix this? Wait. I'm a professional peak player, guys. You're gonna see it. You're gonna see how good I am at peak. I actually suck at the game. Okay, let me close something that I think is consuming my CPU first. Because I think my computer is gonna die. You see me lagging? Or it's just me? I hope it's okay. Okay. Let me know if you can hear the game. Can you hear the game? Because I cannot hear the game. Wait, it's... Yo, it's so laggy. Yo, what's going on? It's so laggy. Yo, what's going on? Wait, what's... Wait, let me change this to peak. And we're gonna be first time solo peak question mark. Okay. I think we got it. Do we got it? I don't know if we got it. What is the sound? Where's my mouse? Wait. Where's my... What's going on? Can you see my mouse? I can't see my mouse. Huh? Wait, what's going on? Maybe I should open the game again. Wait, give me a moment. Oh. Guys, what's going on? How do I get out of the game? I cannot see my mouse. Okay. Okay, it's okay. It's all part of the experience. Yeah. It's all part of the experience. It's professional streaming. Yeah. So what is the difference between Vulkan, DX12, and DX11? Because I feel that's what's consuming my PC for some reason. Huh. Vulkan. I'm gonna use Vulkan. What does Vulkan mean? What is the meaning of this? What's the meaning behind this? Is this the One Piece? This is One Piece? Is this the One Piece I'm supposed to find? I know that a friend of mine loves Peak. I don't know if you remember Manzana. Manzana absolutely adores Peak. It's like her favorite game ever. Okay. Peak? What's going on? What is not peak picking? Peak? No peak? Peak? Guys, I don't know what's going on. Okay, maybe... Yo, what's going on? I cannot see my mouse again. Oh my god. Guys, maybe no peek. If you say one piece too much, Pepper will show up. Actually, maybe we should invite him for some peek. I don't know if he has plans for today, though. How do I fix this? Wait, Joe. No, I don't think we're gonna be able to play peek, guys. So we... I think I need to learn how to set it up for stream. Because I do have no idea how to set it up for stream. Maybe there's a special settings or a special thing I need to do. Or maybe my PC is just not made for streaming peek. But I do remember the last time. The last time we streamed peek, actually. Or we didn't stream? I do remember someone invited us to a peek stream, but I don't remember we streamed it too. My bad. My bad, guys. My bad, guys. Maybe I can do a research and let you know when we can stream peek, because I do have no idea. I think he has D&D today. At least that's what he says on his schedule. Oh yeah, D&D. Yo, that's so cool. Should we make our own D&D match? Guys, honestly, I would like to do D&D matches, but I suck as a master. As a DM master. I suck as a dungeon master. I try. But in order to be a dungeon master, you have to pay a lot of attention to what's going on. And that's something that we're not very good at. We're not very good at paying attention. That's why also we do not play a lot of Dungeons and Dragons. Even though I like it, I've only played Dungeons and Dragons with one person in my whole life. And it's because that master was very patient with me, very patient with my disruptions and the fact that I was asking what's going on every 10 minutes. Maybe someday we can find something like that to stream. I think it will be fun. Oh god, my nose. Shall we just call it a day? Because, guys, I really wanted to play, like, not gonna lie, I really wanted to play Minecraft, but I guess it's not possible today, and that's totally fine. I don't know if we're gonna be able to play Minecraft soon. And, I don't wanna play alone. I actually don't wanna play alone. So let's just go for the updates. Do you have Pathfinder? Because the interpretation 3, that's fine. Oh. Do you play with friends, or it's just like, you're talking about Pathfinder the video game, or like is that a game you play with people in real life? I know that some people play Dungeons and Dragons with real people in real life, which is something very funny. I honestly, even though I do know how to play Dungeons and Dragons, it's very it's very contradictory because I don't know how to roleplay, but I do like playing Dungeons and Dragons. Maybe we should learn how to roleplay. Maybe we should ask someone who knows how to roleplay to teach us how to roleplay. That would be cool. That would be cool. I know in the Globycraft there's a lot of roleplayers, but I haven't got the chance to meet them all. I would like to learn how to roleplay. Ochi was teaching us how to roleplay yesterday, but it was very hard. It was very energy consuming, you know? I know maybe there's techniques, or maybe someone said that it's like improv. But improv is still hard, you know? Like, I know there's typical, like, yes, and what if? And, like, continue the conversation. But it's still a little bit hard. It's still a little bit hard. I don't know. Maybe it's just a skill issue. Maybe I'm just not made to roleplay at all. But I would like to roleplay, you know? Imagine being, like, a cool adventurer heading to the journey. Jolly sucks. I also think maybe the reason why I can't roleplay is because I don't know a lot of words in English, right? Maybe if I expand our vocabulary, we will be able to roleplay better, right? Because the more words you know, the more words you know, right? Okay, anyways, I'm gonna search someone to raid. We are not making sense. I'm also a little bit hungry, and I want to eat. So let me see. Let me see who's streaming right now. You know, I also, guys, noticed that no one told me Bougainvillea is fucking public. I didn't know that. I didn't know it was public. Dude, it was supposed to be only for members. So I actually now I'm sure if I should pull it for members only like it was supposed to be, or just leave it like that. I think I'm just gonna put it for members only because it was originally supposed to be only for members only. So I don't know what to do, guys. I don't understand YouTube. YouTube is so hard. What is YouTube so hard? So hard to manage. It's so hard to tell what YouTube wants from me. I don't know what YouTube wants from me. I'm gonna cry. Okay, let me see who's. Wait, is nobody streaming right now? Yo, that sucks. I think John is streaming, but we already rated him yesterday, so I don't know if we should rate to him again today. Besides that, I think Kendra is streaming, but it's gonna be a while. Let me see. Do you have any No, you know what? Not recommendations. I do not take recommendations. Sorry, guys. Thank you so much for coming today. I really, really, really appreciate you coming today. And remember that tomorrow, like 1 hour after now, but in tomorrow, we're gonna have a movie night, okay? We're gonna have a movie night in our Discord server, and because none of you have a voice, because this is a dictatorship, we're gonna watch Slither, the best horror movie ever created. That's a lie. So I hope to see you tomorrow in our Discord server. We're gonna have some cozy time together, and I will also be updating you about what are we gonna do the next week. Maybe this is gonna be our new time to stream. I'm still not sure. Things are very hectic with the job and everything, so we're gonna try. Leave me alone. I'm not having to say anything. Thank you so much for coming today, and remember, you have to take good decisions. Kiss your mummies. Oh, I'm gonna be kissing them for you, and you're not gonna like it because you're gonna get me daddy. Insert the scream right here. I'm screaming in your ear right now. Yes, just like that. Now go off. Go. Now go off. You didn't say anything. Go off. That's over. That's the end of the stream. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming. Bye bye. Yeah, you can leave. Go on.